Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Smithers, you got to spin.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Cam down. Cam down.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Let's go.
3rd and short, it's Booker. And an alley run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Big, big.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Still shedding tackles. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Keenum going to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way.
Booker coughs it up. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and
got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go, let's go.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Here we go. Hurry up, let's go.
On third down, here's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey. We got 4.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Roger. Roger.
On second down, here's Keenan. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hurry up, let's go!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Roger.
They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Jam.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Roger.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A second down carry for Booker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A shotgun snap for Keenum. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go. Quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Snickers. Squirrel. Snickers, you gotta spin.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go, let's go. Corner, corner. Hey, King. Go. Snickers. Like it.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there. To drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Freeman finds a seam inside the 40. He's at the 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Booker on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, orange. Hey, orange.
Play action. It's Keenum. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, watch it. Hey, down. Hey, orange.
From the red zone now, Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
22. Hey, orange.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson, 85 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Keenum now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keenum now to throw. They set up the screen to Booker. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Keenum now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Keenum. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much Being conservative and running that football.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, go, Roger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll hand off to Booker. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ben to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cravens with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here you go, boys.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. This is Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to let it fly. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some